Alright, y'all, so today I wanted to do a very quick review of the Beach Boys Christmas album. Yes, sir, we're getting into the holidays with this one, and if you didn't know, the Beach Boys made an entire Christmas album. Pretty crazy stuff, and I'm gonna be frank here, I didn't even know they made a Christmas album. That being said, this is their 7th studio album, and it was released at the end of 1964. So, going to this project, obviously, I was expecting a few things. I mean, it's a Christmas album, and you're going to probably hear some familiar covers and usual Christmas songs that always get played during the season. But to kind of give you my initial impressions of this album, it's a really great Christmas album. And I genuinely mean that. And Christmas in general, if you didn't know, is my favorite holiday. I really enjoy Christmas. It is just a really festive time, and I've always enjoyed it. And of course, plenty of the music that goes along with it. And I think the Beach Boys Christmas album is really solid. Now, there's 5 original Beach Boys tracks on this, and 7 of these are, of course, more popular Christmas covers that the Beach Boys provide vocals on. And I think a lot of the I don't think the instrumentation was done by Brian. I think it was done with someone else involved. But yeah, I'm going to give you my thoughts on this album. Apparently, the idea for this thing came when Brian Wilson saw that he was starting to have a big rivalry with Phil Spector, another big popular producer during the 60s. And I guess in 1963, he released a Christmas album, so Brian felt very competitive, and this is where the idea of the Christmas album allegedly came from. He wanted to do his own version with the Beach Boys, and that's what happened. And, no shade on the Phil Spector album, but I think the Beach Boys Christmas album may be a little bit better just because I've heard a little bit more about it. Now, I'm going to get into this, go by track like I usually do, give you my overall opinions on this project. The first track is arguably the most popular track on this one, and it's the one that I was actually surprised to know was a Beach Boys song, and that is Little Saint Nick. I had no idea for the longest time this was a Beach Boys song, but apparently it is. And it's a song that always gets played during the holidays. I can remember countless times, I would go to the mall with my family or something and get something, and they would be playing, Little Saint Nick at some point during their rotation of Christmas songs. And I really always loved it. I just never knew it was a Beach Boys song. And listening to it on this album, it's great. I really enjoyed it. I think this is a fantastic song. The lyrics are total Beach Boys. In particular, I love the line about apparently during the off time before the Christmas season, I guess Santa Claus works out, according to the Beach Boys lyrics on this song, which is obviously talking about Saint Nick, aka Santa. But yeah, I love this song. It's great. It's an iconic Christmas song. It's one of those, Christmas songs that always gets played in rotation with others. Now, the other tracks are good. I just don't think they reach the heights of Little Saint Nick. But The Man with All the Toys, I love it. It's a really good ballad. It's slower. It's talking, of course, mainly about Santa Claus, but it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's a short and sweet song. Santa's Beard is a humorous track. Mike Love sings, of course, vocals on it. Kind of a little bit of a story track about this kid who finds out Santa Claus ain't real, sort of. And it's a really great track. I wish it got played more, because I think this is a genuine great Christmas tune. Merry Christmas Baby is a good track. I don't think it really sparks anything huge in terms of the Christmas vibes, but it's a decent track. And in Christmas Day, interestingly enough, Al Jardine did the vocals for it. It's pretty solid. I wouldn't call it anything great. I feel like, though, these are kind of the weaker parts of the album. But I think overall, it's pretty solid, both of those tracks. Now to kind of get into the covers. We have Frosty the Snowman, who, obviously, an iconic Christmas song, gets played all the time. Now, I can be mistaken. I could be mistaken, excuse me. I remember, and like I said before, it's kind of like with the Little Saint Nick. I feel like the Beach Boys version gets played a lot more than the general version. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting this. But every time I hear Christmas music, especially sometimes when they play the songs on the radio, I obviously hear Little Saint Nick. But I always hear this version of Frosty the Snowman, so maybe this was another track that snuck up on me that I didn't know was the Beach Boys. Regardless, it's a great track. I love this track. I love the rendition of Frosty the Snowman. One of my personal favorite of the entire album. We also have another classic Christmas tune, We Three Kings at Orient R. We Three Kings of Orient R. Yeah. This is another classic tune. I've heard it before, but just sung differently by different people. But this is a great rendition of it done by the Beach Boys. It's a really interesting track, slow track, really just somber in its mood. It's really good though. I really enjoy it. Blue Christmas is a pretty solid track. I wouldn't call it anything crazy on the album, but it's good. It's good. We also have another Christmas classic, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Obviously, one of the most famous Christmas songs. I mean, if you're during that season, it's an automatic. You're going to hear this on the radio or in your ads or even in your recommended music. It's, an amazing track for a reason. Now, I was curious to hear the Beach Boys version, and it's a good version. The only thing I really don't like about it is there's kind of this little instrumental part of it that it doesn't fit with the song. Like, it sounds like it's like a circus, right? It sounds like a circus kind of vibe with some of the instrumentation and choices of instruments here. And I think doesn't match with the song. I feel like, it's a Christmas song, and the instrumentation for that song is saying that it's a circus song. It's a weird track, and I don't know. I don't hate it. It's good, but I think it's a weaker part of the album. White Christmas. Now, this is another one that's another cover, and it's an amazing track. Brian Wilson sings vocals on it, and I love this rendition. Now, it's a classic Christmas song. You've heard it probably before, but the Beach Boys version of it is actually really great. I really enjoy this version. So I gotta be honest, another huge highlight on the album. I'll Be Home for Christmas, another one that Brian has vocals on. Another click and classic Christmas song, very popular, and Brian Wilson does a great job with this one as well. I don't think I quite like it as much as White Christmas, but it's a really good track, and it's a really solid one. And you get a very sweet ending to the album. It's kind of a spoken, outro, if you will. Dennis Wilson speaks an outro with a song in the back. And basically from the band members and me want to give you a very much thank you for listening to the album and have a really jolly Merry Christmas. And, it's corny. I guess you can kind of look at it that way. I don't think it's corny at all, but I think it's a really sweet ending to the album. I think it's better than just having another random throwaway sessions tape thrown on your project, right? To have this be the end of your album, to have the band members wish you a Merry Christmas, I mean, that's a perfect way to end the album. So, really cool, really enjoyed that ending of it. So, overall, for my opinions on the Christmas album, the Beach Boys Christmas album, it's really great. It's one of the most iconic Christmas albums of all time. It's got some great songs on it. There's some great songs that capture the mood of Christmas and the vibe of it. And obviously, at the time I make this video, it's not during Christmas, but still, regardless, it is one of the best holiday albums I've ever listened to. It's really solid. It's really good. And there's just some standout tracks on here. Some weaker tracks with every album I've listened to, but the standout tracks make this thing an incredible experience. So I think overall, this is a really solid and really great holiday album for the Beach Boys. All right, hopefully you all have a good day and peace, y'all.